Alright, so everybody, in this video, we're going to be covering literally everything you probably most likely missed in Piggy Book 2. Chapter 5, we're going to be talking about some of the secret notes, some secrets that are hidden around the map, and we might as well just do a story recap. So, without further ado, let's just get right on into the video. But before we get into that, only a small percent of you guys that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking the video and you just haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and you can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. But anyway, let's get right on into the video. Alright, so this is the story recap. Now this is going to contain spoilers for Piggy Book 2 Chapter 5 if you haven't played it already. But now let's just do this. So it starts off where we are in the prison cell. Now the sisters, Z and Zuzu, I don't really remember their names. They just literally freaking throw the sewer lid off the sewer thingy, and they tell us that they need our help, and they tell us one of us has to come down there and help them get the cell door open, and the player goes down there. That's pretty much for the beginning part. Now there is graffiti about literally all around the map, and another thing is IKEA's actually made this map. Now, one very interesting thing is inside the what should I call it? The classroom at the bottom. There is you actually hear like ghostly-ish voices, and this is actually a pretty scary map. But that's basically it. And since this was made by IKEA again, and that's basically it for this things. You go unlocking everything. It's actually it's not super difficult, but if you know the map, it's actually pretty easy. But after that, in the ending cutscene, basically, this Z and Zuzi, whatever, the Zizzy sisters basically say, like, they gotta go back to the safe place and get some supplies. And you wish them the best of luck, and you basically tell them to meet you outside this place once they're done with whatever they are doing. And with that, the player climbs up and opens the cell door. Well, we haven't got anything about that, but basically what happens after that, Pony asks where everyone is, and basically tell them that Z and Zuzi are at the safe place. And after that, we basically start leaving, but then we spot Tigry in the entrance. He's staring at us. He lifts his knife up and lowers it back down again. Then Willow Wolf somehow appears magically out of the air, like she was hiding behind a corner. That doesn't really make much sense to me, but apparently she was. And she says, "Useless tiger, I'll do it myself." And she says, "This is for William," which I'm pretty sure reveals that William Wolf is one of her relatives, or I think a little brother. And basically she shoots. Now, she's aiming at the officer, and boom. But something crazy happens. Giraffe takes a bullet for the team. Like, in all seriousness, he gets shot, he falls on this floor, and then Mimi's like, "Giraffe," and then Giraffe asks everyone to forgive him for Zizzy for basically not listening to them. And if he had listened to them to not go meet up with the group, probably Zizzy would still be with us. And Pony says it's fine. Now the player basically tells them to help him all we can, like get him some medical support. He's probably gonna need it. He got shot. But we don't run with them. Everybody else, they leave us. Well, they haven't left in the trailer. I'm pretty sure they leave. Basically, we say, "I'm tired of running," and we become the heroic cop we are. And then Willow, for some reason, says, "Let's dance, darling," as if we're gonna have a dance off. Weirdo. And then that's basically where it ends off. Now, I'm super excited for Chapter 6, but let's get into the secret notes. So the first note is near one of the generators, and it basically says, "Dear members, this place is strictly forbidden. If you're caught down here, you will be relocated. This is not a hangout spot. TSP," basically Silver Paw. Basically, maybe that's basically not much to say about this. Now the next note basically says it's like in the bottom area where there's water flooded underneath the staircase. It says, "Flood the place. There are too many of them," which basically the infected down here. And we can't let this get to the upper levels. Apparently I think TSP there were some workers were down here and they flooded the place apparently they did that, but somehow I think they were talking morely about the alligator, but somehow he apparently survived and swam through it. The next note is by Tiger. It says, "What's she hiding in her office? I suspect that she knows something we don't. I'm going to find a way to get into her office, no matter the troubles." Who says that? And it says Tigre. Now that's basically it for this note. Now apparently Tigre is on the case. He thinks Willow knows something about I don't know, maybe about the infected or something, like the potion stuff. And basically he's going to investigate. Maybe that I'll have a couple of theory videos on these the notes. And anyway, let's move on to the next note. Now this was actually pretty hard to read. You have to take multiple angles. So basically I took two. Now the first one, it basically says the TSP members are worried because Willow Wolf is not usually like how she's behaving. Her hatred for us, the player, and Pony, and the officer have increased tenfold, and they basically say that she's not acting as she usually does, and she's like pretty angry apparently. Now I couldn't tell why. It's totally not like we put her in a prison or something. Yeah. Jokes aside, but this next note is it's actually pretty, I don't know, cool / weird. And basically this is in the classroom on a chair. It says, "The insolence calls my name. I will stay down here even if the workers wish to flood it. I will devote myself to the eye." I don't know exactly who said this. Maybe it's one of the alligator. I think maybe it's the alligator. It might not be him either. It could just be a random worker. But the eye, there's actually a gigantic eye symbol. If you're basically wondering what the insolence is, basically in the safe place you had to do something, and you get the special text called, basically says, "The insolence watches." This is what Pony says. Huh? I heard a voice in my head, but I don't remember what it told me. Basically, the insolence is like some sort of weird, mysterious force. I don't really get it. Maybe this is some kind of cult. Maybe it's related to what IKEA's is told us on Twitter from her secret messages a while ago. But other than that, I think, first of all, there's also an eye symbol in safe place, and there's actually a gigantic eye symbol in behind the chalkboard, basically in the whatever board that is. And the next and final note says, "Light the beacon, summon it." I think this is about Mr. Stitchy. It's written in the same style, but I think this is an old note, so I think Mr. Stitchy has already been summoned. Yep, that's right. I do actually think so. I'll have a bunch of theory videos coming out later this week about this. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe. I don't exactly know what they're talking about, and basically the eye and everything. Mr. Stitchy has an orange eye. It's pretty crazy. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified of those future theory videos. And also leave a like on this video, because I hope you enjoyed it. And anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!